He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Looking to throw again on second down. Tua. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. Touchdown, Saints! Chris Olave on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Liam Eichenberg, 2nd-round pick in 2021 from Notre Dame, the guilty party. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Hey, nothing to see here, just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And this is caught. It's a big play there for Miami. 45 yards.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. One more time with Mostert. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Dolphins are able to cut into that deficit. Sanders on for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From the 10. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Back to Kamara for another catch. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Play action here with Dalton. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Nice call by the defense there on third down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
The kick by Lutz is good. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. On play action, here's Tua. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. Taken at the goal line. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They start the second half with Kamara. And some space here. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 49 yards rushing for him now at his first 2 carries in the ballgame. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They run it again with Kamara. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
From the 25 on second down. Dalton over the middle, complete. That's Thomas. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 14. Dalton operating in the red zone now. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's second down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. It's a give to the right. Ingram. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Ingram will score. Touchdown, New Orleans. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Tua now on first down. Rolling to his left. And going deep for Hill. And got his man complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jalen Waddle taking it in from the 20. And the Dolphins are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So a very important first drive of the third quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Not as bad.